How we can give ourselves as much chizuk, as much clarity as we possibly can, be'ezrat Hashem, because these are tough times. These are very, very tough times, and one of the profound things that I feel Hashem has been able to come through the daily dose of Emuna, Be'ezrat Hashem, and also the teachings at the Or Emuna Energy Online Institute, is the whole idea of expanding our consciousness, expanding the way that we think about things, knowing that there's much more to life than what we originally see in our physical eyes. And particularly now during this whole pandemic and the uncertainty, I'll tell you, just this morning I got a phone call that shook my entire foundation. And as an energy practitioner, I check my energy space every day before I do any work for anybody else. And my baseline was shot down because it's one of the things I ran to say after I got the phone call, as I said, thank you, Hashem, for showing me that all these conditions that are preempting the coming of Mashiach, I'm actually witnessing them one by one by one. And it is definitely very difficult. And one of the things that we are trying right now, as we are entering Pesach, we are already in Pesach mode, is we're running away from chametz and we're running towards matzah. And I want to talk a little bit about that, because when we think about chametz, we really need to relate to the idea of it representing the sour parts of our lives. Chametz from the word chamutz, sour. How many things, I want us to all ask ourselves, how many things in our lives do we feel are sour? How many times in our lives do we go through instances and occurrences and experiences where we feel that we have been squished, stuck, pushed into the corner? The word chametz is also from the word limchotz. Limchotz means to squish. How many things in life, ladies, how many times in your life, in the day, do you feel you've missed out on things? Chametz from the word lahachmitz, to feel like I missed out on something. This is what we are trying to exit out of. This is the mentality that we need to exit out of. This is the mentality of Paro. This is the mentality of being squished, feeling things are sour, not being able to get out of the rut of experiencing things from experiencing life from feeling limited, from feeling pushed, from feeling controlled, from feeling forced. And this is what we need to work to exit out of, so that we can sit down on Pesach and enjoy matzah. Matzah from the word limtso, to find. Our whole avoda, the story of Pesach, the preempting time before Pesach, it tells the story of our lives, because we know that this whole process that we're going through, mind, body, soul, that's taking us to Pesach, to sit and see the Seder, see the orderance, the order of our lives, right? This is what we're supposed to be doing all the time throughout the year. This is not just for now. Exiting out of those sour moments, entering into places in our lives where we feel that we can elevate to a place of sweetness, is so vital. It's vital for all healing on all levels. This is what healing is about. Healing from the word whole. Healing means to come back, to feel unified within ourselves, to feel that I am whole, I'm complete. I'm hugging my reality. I'm recognizing that this reality has what I am embracing it. I recognize it has something to offer me. That my job in life, our job in life, is to take that bitterness and elevate it to a place where I can feel meaning, purpose, sweetness, growth. I could see it as a catalyst, and God forbid not see it from a place of it holding me back. And I want to make mention of an amazing story that I heard by one of the classes of Rav Moshe Weinberger Shlita. And he tells an amazing story of a Talmid of the Jose Milublin. The student of the Jose comes to the Rebbe, and he says to him, please, Rebbe, please pray for me. Pray that Hashem takes me out of this bitterness, of this difficulty, of these nisyonot, these challenges that I'm facing. Pray for me that I will get out of this bitterness, this state of bitterness. It's so overwhelming for me. And it's stopping me, most of all, Rebbe, it's stopping me from serving Hashem. I can't serve Hashem. I feel so overwhelmed with life. So the Jose turns to him and he says to him, you're in luck. I've been davening for you already. And I even got an answer from Shemayim because I know what you're going through. And he says to him that he got an answer from Shemayim, and in the heavens they said to the Jose that your avoda and your job right now is not to serve, not to sit and learn b'yeshuva dat. Your job is not to serve Hashem with your davening, with your learning from a place of comfort and inner composure and quietness and clarity and softness and ease. That's not your avoda right now. Your role in life right now is to serve Hashem the best that you can while you're in a place of experiencing challenges, bitterness, and difficulty. And Hashem wants you from there, from that place of difficulty. Hashem wants you, matzah, to find limtza, the sweetness. Find your way to come back to me, Hashem. That's what Hashem is telling every single one of us. So as we're looking for the chametz, what we need to be focusing on is looking for those sour moments in life. We need to be looking for those places in our lives where we feel that we have not come to shlemut, in wholesomeness with Hashem, that we haven't accepted Hashem fully into our lives, where we're still trying to convince Hashem that He needs to give us something else. And this is the baseline. This exit out of this limited galut hadat, the limiting mind, the constrictedness in our mind, this is the forefront of all the programs that Hashem has enabled to come through the Daily Dose of Emuna and the Or Emuna Energy Online Institute. It's to change energy consciousness, to change the way we look at things, to be more in tune with what we can extract from it. Because in the most bitter peel of the orange, there's an amazing fruit that gives you vitamins, that nourishes your soul and your body, and gives you all the nutrients that you need to be the best that you can be. And our job is not to run away from these difficult challenges or to look for exquisite highs. So the key is not to run away, not to run away from all these challenges. It's to say, wait a minute, there's something gorgeous, luscious, nurturing, and nourishing for me. And I want to get to that. I want to find that part. So just to end this little boost of consciousness, and God willing, again, it's kind of hard in such a short period of time to bring about a point, but I want to just bring us and tune us into one thing. I've heard many refer to the idea that galut and geula, galut, exile, geula, redemption, the difference between them, the letter Aleph, we know, we put in Hashem, we put in Aleph, alufo shel olam, the consciousness of knowing that Hashem is here with us. Imo anochi b'tzara, Hashem is with us. And that changes at a given moment, right now, as we're, so to speak, physically still in galut. We're still in exile. Bringing Hashem's presence, inviting Hashem into our lives, embracing Him in the nisayon and the challenge right now can exit us out, kick us out, literally, of exile, of galut, and bring us in and usher us in to geula. However, I want to bring our attention that in the word galut and geula, there also is another two letters that are shared in common. And that's the word gal, a wave. Now, I just want to, there's so much to expand on this, but I just want us to understand gal, the idea of a wave. We know that energy travels waves, some say particles, I think it's both, depending on where you are. But the idea that we have to understand that the difference between exile and redemption in every given moment is by you deciding which wave you're going to surf on. Are you going to surf on the wave and the thoughts? Are you going to allow yourself to ride on the waves that will take you ashore, that will take you to a place of safetyness, so that you'll understand that Hashem is the one that's creating these waves in your life and He's bringing you ashore? Or are you going to take your own surfboard and you're going to decide to go against the wave or travel somewhere else with that wave? That's up to us. We need to decide. The other thing I want to bring us a very important attention to is that the word gal also is at the heart of the word gilgul, something I speak about a lot in all the energy programs and the Or Talk podcast that I put out there and so on and so forth. We speak about the idea of recognizing your life, my life, is not about me. I am living out the family consciousness of ancestors, 5,781 years, my reincarnations, my ancestors' reincarnations, my great-grandmother and great-grandfather, up the family tree. And until I don't recognize that whatever it is that I'm facing right now in my life has nothing to do with me, just because I could recall something in my childhood, they're cheshbonot shamayim, they're divine calculations that go way beyond our lifetime. Now, we don't get into the whole idea of past life transgressions. That's not the point. The point is that we need to recognize that all the waves in our lives and the difference between me making my wave towards geula, personal redemption, is to recognize that there is the concept of reincarnation and having to pay down certain debts, certain unfinished businesses and debts that I may have left in past lifetimes to someone else, because all the people that I've met before in my life, this is not the first time I've ever met them. And I need to take that all into consideration, that Hashem is allowing and gifting us. He's gifting us with the opportunity to close our debts. And that also creates a mode of geula and redemptive consciousness. So again, just a little taste here. God willing, we should be able to expand more with being in touch through other programs. But Hani, thank you so much, because I gain strength every time I talk. I feel like I need to be my student first. And I always ask Hashem, please enable me to integrate all that I am speaking, because I can't sell anything unless I have at least tried with my heart to live it first. So Be'ezrat Hashem, it should be, an elevation of consciousness for all of us as we prepare for the most awesome holiday of the entire year. Thank you so much.